At only 4 runners in single figures, only 4 runners under $41 as the mobile swings into the home straight. Light rain falling here at Newcastle. 6th event, green lights up, they're away. Fairly patchy start. Speed out wide on the track from coming over is Pete Said So, and Pete Said So is going to cross and lead in the early part. Rolling with Holly worked into second spot, and then Borders Man, followed by Gold Rocks, who's one off the pegs in the early part from a paradigm shift as they make their way into the back straight, and Gold Rocks is on the move out wide, making good ground. Jumping onto its back going forward is Kenny J. Back on the inside is Louth Park Expresso, and then came Queenie Jim, who's back in the ruck with Do the Deal Dylan as a paradigm shift trap 3 wide goes back. And Mitch Braxton in the green tab club's colours is at the tail. 31-2 was the lead time. They make their way off the back straight now. Pete Said So on top. Gold Rocks the favourite, worked up into second, facing the breeze. And Rolling with Holly getting the lovely run leaders back. And then came Kenny J, 1 out, 1 back. It's on the outside of Borders Man, who's 3 back the inside. Pace looks to be okay here. They were followed by Watermaster, who's in the running line. Back on its inside was Louth Park Expresso, and then came Do the Deal Dylan. That first quarter came up in 29-1. Further back then came Queenie Jim, a paradigm shift, and Mitch Braxton is at the tail, and a long, long last. So it's Pete Said So, leads them past the judge, 900 left to travel. Pete Said So in front over Rolling with Honey Gold Rocks, and on the inside Borders Man. And then came Kenny J, who's in 5th spot and 1 off the pegs. And then came on the outside was Watermaster. It's back midfield on the outside. Losing ground is Louth Park Expresso, Do the Deal Dylan. And then came Queenie Jim, who's back towards the rear with a paradigm shift and a gap back to Mitch Braxton. 28-8 was the second quarter. They're in the back straight now, and it's Pete Said So being held back to the field. Rolling with Holly can now get off its back as Gold Rocks loses ground noticeably. On its inside, Borders Man makes ground. It goes into 3rd spot. Then came Watermaster, who's making ground around the tiring Gold Rocks. The favourites in trouble, and a gap back to Kenny J, who's also spat the bit out. They ran off the back in 30.1. To the home bend they come, and it's Pete Said So in front, but Rolling with Holly cruised up on its outside. Borders Man runs on, and they've ditched the others really into the straight though. Rolling with Holly dashed away, trying to battle on as Pete Said So. Borders Man makes good ground late. It now runs to second, but Rolling with Holly far too good. Rolling with Holly first over Borders Man second. Pete Said So in third, and then came Watermaster. They were followed by Queenie Jim, who made good ground. Gold Rocks was gone at the 400. Next home then Kenny J, a mile back to a paradigm shift. Do the Deal Dylan. Louth Park Expresso, always last Mitch Braxton. 4.5 by 11 3/4 the margins. So dividends $2.20, $1.10 for the winner, 182nd, 163rd.